Hey, what's going on? Good evening, people. I'm Dre Frankie signing in. Today I'm going to do top to bottom tutorial on how to make my jambalaya. There's a lot of ingredients, so I'm going to run through them really quick and make sure everybody gets everything. And I'm going to try to do everything in one take, which is probably impossible to do, but I'm going to cut and edit and all that stuff later. Bear with me. This is my first time doing this. I hope everybody enjoys it. And this way, you motherfuckers can stop asking me what my recipes are. Well, I got my Luther pan playing in the background. You can stop asking me for the recipes because I'm going to start sharing them now because food is meant to be shared and sharing food is love to me. So enjoy and watch how I do these things. Ingredients and shit. So pay close attention to me. I'll only repeat this as many times as you non-hearing asses can rewind it. And P.S. I'm welcome. This as quickly as possible. I have one sweet onion. I prefer the sweet onion. I have a yellow pepper. I have a red pepper. And I have a green pepper. You also gotta have your all up in yous, because why not? Damn, I didn't fuck that one up already. But we're gonna go ahead and use it anyway. We're gonna have your jalapenos. You need long grain rice. You need about a pound of scrimps. Look, this is the hot sausage I prefer because why not? A lot of people don't eat pork, so you're gonna go ahead with the beef sausage, make everybody happy. A packet of chicken breasts. Now, because they didn't have the whole breast on sale, they ain't had the whole titties on sale at the moment, so this is what I got. Okay? You're also gonna need okra. I would prefer fresh okra over frozen, but Giant didn't have any, and I didn't feel like stopping on the way home. Also, you got tomato paste. You got diced tomatoes. You got extra virgin olive oil. That joint was not a virgin. I just want you to know that. I hit it twice. Curry. My bad. Got your onion powder. You got your ground cumin. Crushed red. You know you gotta have your crushed red. You got your oregano, which is kind of pointless. Well, you'll see why in a second. You got your paprika. You're not gonna use that much. Right here is where I lied. I used 0 paprika. Your cayenne pepper. Yes, you need both of them. Minced garlic, your Italian seasoning, your garlic salt. You're also gonna need butter. You'll understand it a little bit. You're gonna need butter, and I feel like I'm forgetting something, but probably not. Oh, and cracked black. What I'm forgetting is that I lost my mind in doing this without having proper preparation for it. But don't judge me. So what we're gonna do is, through the magic of not magical TV, as I slice this shit up by hand, we're gonna cut up these onions and peppers real quick. All right. So I'll get my chopper when I discovered a pepper that was pregnant with another pepper, and this baby about to be aborted. Disclaimer: this video is clearly not for kids. Fuck your kids. Hey, sorry about this too, by the way. Also, you need about 2 or 3 ribs of celery, which you're actually gonna add to your other vegetables when you go to saute them. And you need green onion. Like I said, this is my first time shooting. I'm trying to do it all in one shot. Sorry if I forget anything. I'm gonna come back to it. All right, we back. So right now we about to heat the pan up. You need about this thick. This is about I'd say about 1.25 inches of butter. Salted butter. Gotta be salted butter. Put that dead center in the center of the pan. And you need, let me get a spoon about this motherfucker. You need about 3 spoonfuls of extra virgin olive oil because this bitch ain't get laid. Oh, and you want to heat the pan. Okay, up. Once again, sure I'm lying. I told you earlier in the video. Now, I have an extra big pan. Twice, you see how I got my pan on steroids. You know, but I'm cooking enough to last week because it's going to be cold and snowing this weekend. So, you know, got to get right in here. Got to get right in here. You see that pan, ladies? Moist. All right, now what you about to do, you about to saute the sausage and the chicken. You want to do it about 8 minutes, and yes, do it together because this is spicy, until the chicken is lightly brown. You know, the chicken's cooked through and the sausage is lightly brown. And this is actually going to add flavor from, you know, the sausage to the chicken. If you want to add a little bit of chili powder, which I'm about to do in a second, you can. Let me go ahead and grab that. Matter of fact, yeah, let me go ahead and grab that real quick. Don't overdo it because it's already going to be hot as hell. But you want a little bit, so you're going to bang, 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 bang. That's it. That's all you do. And you got the salt, you got the olive oil and the salted butter, and you're using it, and you're basically browning the chicken. Once the chicken's cooked through, you can take it out and set it to the side for later because you're going to use the same pot and you're going to saute the veggies. So it's a 2-step process. And then you're going to re-add everything. I'll show you how to do that, son, in a little bit. So, yeah. Right about now, you want to let this brown and do your thing. Okay, and as you can see, it's starting to brown. Now, also, by the way, people, it helps to have a non-stick pan, you know, because it's a little easier. You know, you don't have to worry about stuff sticking all together. I like these. I don't care what brand you use. I'm not a brand snob with anything other than sneakers. And we're not talking about them right now because I actually don't have any on. Anyway, so as you can see, it's starting to brown, so it's going to be a couple more minutes. And once it browns, we're going to take it off the stove and let it sit to the side. All right, you see it's starting to look good in here, you know, almost done. Olay, motherfucker, olay. Also, cut that redundant ass music. Thank you. Okay, so now that the chicken is brown and the sausage, you can see the sausage has a nice, slightly toasted brown color. You want to remove it from the heat. So you want to drop a little amount of butter, about a 1/2 inch. Remember, it's salted butter. You're going to go ahead and bang your olive oil in there. About the same amount. I'm just doing it real quick, just eyeball it. You got your minced garlic. Now with your minced garlic, really simple. Once again, look. 1, 2. Make sure you don't get the liquid in it. 3. Let that happen like that. It's going to start to char a little bit. You want that. You want to mix it in with the olive oil and the butter. You want to get that all in there. Do not drop the heat. Do not drop the heat when you put it in there. Once it starts to brown, you can zoom in there for me, please, lovely assistant. Once it starts to brown, you see it charring in there? That's when you want to drop the veggies in there. You're going to make that happen. So you got your chopped celery. You got your onions. You got your red peppers, your green peppers, all the peppers. Just throw that all up in there. Get it all in there. Don't waste nothing. Nada there, not nothing there, nada, nothing. And you want to go ahead and make that happen until the onions start to soften. That's about, I would say at this point, because this pot is big, normally it's about 5 to 7 minutes. This pot is a little bigger, so it's going to take a little bit more time. So you got to have some patience with it. But, of course, by the magic of TV, aka my lovely assistant holding the goddamn phone, it'll be done when you come back shortly. Don't overcook it. You got to consistently stir it. Take your time. Make it happen. Now, if you want to season your onions and your peppers and your celery, I like to do that too. But you want to keep it simple. Remember the garlic salt? A little bit of garlic salt, not too much. Just a little sprinkle, because you're going to season the shit out of it shortly. Oh, excuse my language. I got to stop cursing. You're going to season the nonsense out of it shortly. So a little garlic salt. All right, now once you see the onions start to cook a little bit, you got your all up in yous. They hot. The recipe usually calls for 1.5. I like my stuff a little spicy, plus I'm cooking a bigger batch. So 3 is cool. It's not going to kill you. Make sure you take the seeds out first, though. You don't want no seeds. No seeds. And you just go ahead and dump them all in there. Nicely chopped. And you go ahead and stir that thing up. Something proper. You know? And put this to the side. I'm telling you, I wish y'all could smell this in here. You can't smell it, but I wish you could. You can't smell it, but I wish you could. In the kitchen was twisted like a stir fry. In the kitchen was twisted like a stir fry. In the kitchen, just twist it like a stir fry. In the kitchen. Sorry, y'all gotta have a little fun when y'all cooking, man. Don't be all uptight about it. If you do, that's when you start messing stuff up. And you see it's starting to get a nice little, beautiful little char color in there. You see what we doing here. Definitely see what we doing here. Y'all can't smell that, but I can. It's looking light, it's looking right. Like I said, I cook all my stuff from scratch, so there's a process to it. And we're gonna make it happen for you. All right. Now, since it started to render down a little bit, as you can see, it looks a little thinner in here. We're gonna start the season before we actually put the chicken stock in there. So I'm gonna go onion powder. Now I don't know what you would consider this, but I say the smallest of the spoons in your daggone in your drawer. All right, that's what measurement this is. The smallest of the spoon. I don't know what it's called. Pow. Throw that in there. Crushed pepper, about that amount. Wow. Chili powder. You're gonna have to taste test anyway, but about that. All right. Red cayenne pepper. Oh, the sneeze is real. Red cayenne pepper. About that amount. All right. You gotta have your curry powder. Oh, by the way, turn the stove down. Turn it down to a low simmer while you do this. Sorry about that. That's right. I'm going to put a little bit of the curry on there. That's about enough. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes. Ground cumin. Yeah. About that much. All right. We're gonna go with the oregano. You'll need 2 of those. Bow. Pow. There it is. You also need now your crushed tomatoes right there. So you're gonna go ahead and just dump that whole thing in there like that. Let that happen. You also need tomato paste. You don't really need a full can, but I ain't into wasting stuff, so I'm gonna get as much of this out here as I can. I don't know what I'm gonna do with another half a can, but I'm gonna use a half a can of tomato paste. Alright? Now what you're gonna do is you go stir that all up in there. All that with them veggies in there. Make all that happen. You're also now gonna add your chicken stock. Chicken stock, yes, not chicken broth. You want to use chicken stock. Why? Because it's thicker. It also cooks slower. It gives you a better flavor. So you want to add your chicken stock in there. This is about 4 cups. And you're going to need 2 cups of water because I did 3 cups of rice. So essentially 6 cups. 4 cups of chicken stock, 2 cups of water. But you want to get your chicken stock in there. Get all that. Now once you get your chicken stock up in there, you can turn it back up. Not too high, but just below medium. Now you're gonna need your garlic salt as well. I don't know what I did with my garlic. Oh, yes I did. Oh, yeah. Hey, garlic salt, how are you doing today? One, two, three. I'll waste it so you get that in there too. Oh, Lord. You go ahead and stir that in there. Let it heat up. Almost look like a soup, don't it? Watch out now. Ah. Little over medium heat. Means you gotta turn it up a little bit. And let it simmer. Then of course you're gonna come back once it starts simmering, you're gonna add both the sausage and the rice. I got 3 cups of rice right here. Remember, I still need 2 cups of water for the rice. So yeah. And then what you do is you cover it, you stir it every 5 minutes and you let it simmer down. In which case, after that, you're gonna add the shrimp and the okra, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, now that you got your rice and you got your chicken and your sausage in here, you want it to simmer on a medium heat. Once it starts simmering, you want to turn it down to medium. I do a medium high. Well, medium low. Sorry, medium low. Once it's simmering, you go ahead and put the lid on it. It's gonna take about a half hour, but you gotta stir it every 5 minutes. You gotta check on it every 5. Cheer. Alright, so that's what you're working with right now. You wanna make sure it's reduced to now medium low. Starting to thicken up a little bit, you know. You may or may not need to add more chicken stock depending on how fast your rice cooks, but everybody's stove is different, so you gotta watch it yourself. We ain't got the same thing. Alright, so that's what we're working with so far. Come back and check on it. Now I've already stirred it up. You can see the sauce is starting to thicken up. You know, this is gonna be great. Has a nice flavor to it, a little bit of a kick, nothing too crazy, but a little something beautiful. Something the kids is gonna love when they hear it. It's gonna make them start jumping up and down, sharing candy and stuff. Also, make sure you're taste testing because your flavor palettes might be different than mine. You might need a little more salt, little pepper, little cayenne pepper, little garlic. It's all up to you. This is my recipe. I'm tasting as I go along, but I essentially know exactly how I want it to come out. You got to do the same thing because everybody's taste buds are different. So just try the sauce as you go along. Everything else is cooked except for the rice, so you're all right. Of course, you got your pound of peeled and deveined shrimp. You're gonna add this in at the end with your okra. Add this in at the okra. Like I said, listen, I wish I had fresh okra, but I couldn't find it last minute, so I got frozen. Just make sure your frozen okra is not frozen when you put it in there. Make sure you defrost it. All right, as you can see right here, starting to look real lovely in here. Real lovely, starting to thicken up. The rice is about halfway cooked. Like I said, you're gonna throw the shrimp and the okra in last. But you want to make sure that rice cooked all the way through because you can overcook sausage, so you don't want to do that. You just want the sausage in there to the side. I mean, you don't want to overcook the shrimp, so you want the shrimp in there just till they turn pink, and then you're good. But yeah, it's starting to get real thick in here. You see that, y'all? You see what we're doing here? You see what we're doing here? Oh, look at the flick of the wrist. Yes, look at the flick of the ooh. Sitting here currently looking like ooh-wee while you hear the subtle sounds of Drew Hill in the background. I'd say another 5 or 6 minutes, it should be done. Enough to add the shrimp and the okra into. One last stir and covering will be good. All right, last, like I said, I got my pound of shrimps right here, and I got my okra. Don't mind that the okra is bagged, but it's going in here. Listen, so you just go ahead and throw the shrimps up in there. Get all, nigga, don't, yeah, get all that. And you take your okra, like I said. Don't judge me, all right? I don't want frozen okra, but it is what it is. It ain't frozen now, all right? So you pour that up in there. Make sure it's all in there. Go ahead and stir, stir, stir. And you want to go ahead and stir until, you know, it's evenly coated. And then you cover it and you let it simmer. And essentially, when the shrimp turn pink, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? And then what you're going to do is, what I like to do is I like to top mine, like to let it cool off a little bit because it's going to be hot as hell. But you let it cool off, and I like to top mine with a little bit of sour cream and chopped green onion. That ain't for everybody, but it's for me. You know what I'm saying? Don't knock it till you try it because it cools off some of the heat as well. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and let this happen in here. And I'll get back to you at the end. All right, and here we go. It's the end result. Homemade. Oh man, it looks so good, don't you? Look at the stir. Look at the okra and the sausage and, you know, the scrimps. Woo! And the chicken, the rice, the tomato. I show you how to do this, son. But get a little bit of everything in each bite, you know. I assure you, it tastes as good as it looks. Young moolah, baby. All right, y'all. This has been Dre Frankie with Informal Eats. This is my first episode. I hope you enjoy the recipe. You see all that? You see all that? Get a little bit of everything in every bite. I'm doing this because sharing food is sharing love. And if you can't share with the people you love, why the hell are you cooking? Just saying. You can order a number 6 from Wendy's with a strawberry lemonade. Peace out, y'all. Y'all have a blessed one.